I'm John Hendricks. It's Monday, July 13th. Today, a waiting game.
The river levels are forecasted to remain high for a few days.
River levels in Brandon have peaked, why the city is not out of the woods just yet. Also today, a Manitoba heat wave. How blistering hot temperatures are causing damage to Manitoba roadways. Plus, under arrest. Why a former Manitoba member of Parliament is now facing a slew of charges. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Marilee is away tonight. People in the city of Brandon can now breathe a sigh of relief. The Assiniboine River, which flows through the city, has peaked and stabilized.
The river levels are forecasted to remain high for a few days before a slow decline begins.
Brandon's mayor, Jeff Fawcett, says the river peaked overnight at 1,179.49 feet. He says as long as there's no additional rainfall, it's expected the river will stay at its current level for a bit. Manitoba's second largest city has been preparing for the rising water over the past week by deploying sandbags and tiger dams to protect residents and infrastructure. But just because Brandon's preparation efforts have put it in a good position, that doesn't mean it's fully out of the woods just yet. Fawcett says that some of the most dangerous times for residents comes after peak levels have been reached.
As floodwaters withdraw, riverbanks can become unstable due to erosion. Saturated ground can give way unexpectedly, and damage to flood protection measures may not always be immediately visible. Areas that appear safe may still present significant risk, even when water levels are dropping. So fast-moving water remains dangerous. Debris can emerge. Erosion can weaken shorelines, dikes, and nearby infrastructure.
Evacuation notices were issued for areas around the river last week, but no evacuation orders are currently in effect. City crews are continuing to monitor all areas that have been impacted by the high water levels. Brandon remains in a state of emergency. Well, Manitobans sizzled under intense heat this weekend, with the scorching summer temperatures breaking more than half a dozen records on Sunday. Now, according to Environment and Climate Change Canada, 7 communities experienced their hottest July 12th on record. Carberry and Gretna each beat heat records that were set back in 1969 at 34.7 and 35.8 degrees respectively. Fisher Branch bested its record set back in 1979. Grand Rapids and Portage la Prairie also eked out new records by less than a degree. McCreary and Shoal Lake also beat records set back in 1979 and 1964 by much wider regions. And the weather agency says Gillam, Gimli, Kleefeld, and Swan River all tied their previous heat records. And some roads and highways are also suffering under the intense heat. Crews could be seen attending to this buckled road in the Polo Park area this afternoon. A spokesperson for the city says they don't track calls for buckled roads specifically, but added emergency maintenance crews have not been able to keep up with the demand for heat-buckled roads and sidewalks.
Well, it's really difficult to predict where on a roadway it will happen because it depends on many conditions like traffic and what's going on underneath and the condition of the concrete to begin with, and whether there's curves in the road.
And a portion of the perimeter highway was shut down this morning for the same reason. The province says concrete buckling happened on at least 7 highways yesterday, including stretches of highways 75, 59, 7, and 8. A spokesperson says our highways are cut at certain intervals to give the concrete room to expand in the summer heat. However, pavement buckling can happen when there isn't enough room to expand, such as when the joints become filled with materials like sand and dust. CTV's Taylor Brock joins us now with a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. And boy, it wasn't just hot, it was also humid yesterday.
That's for sure. I'm sure I'm among the many Winnipeggers who, when you walked through your door to get outside, it just kind of hit you like a wall of heat. Of course, temperatures are continuing to be quite hot throughout the week. However, here in southern Manitoba, it'll cool off kind of. I mean, I use that relatively speaking, of course, because temperatures, while technically not under this heat warning continuing throughout the week, that's going to end likely tomorrow for us here. A little bit of a different story further north. I'll move to the side here just so we can get a better idea of how far it stretches. So folks in the orange, like we saw before the weekend, under that heat warning. Now, the hottest has already passed, but as the week goes on, temperatures will remain in the high 20s Celsius and not cooling off a whole lot at night. And further north, actually, temperatures are going to feel even hotter throughout the week. We'll chat more about that coming up in your complete Skywatch forecast a little later in the show.
The CTV Live Eye is brought to you by Bath Fitter, your bath and shower experts for more than 40 years.
Right now here in downtown Winnipeg, 34 degrees Celsius. With that humidity, though, feeling more like 46. So really a repeat of yesterday, almost temperature-wise. A few clouds in the sky right now, light winds with pressure rising and humidity at 59%. We're seeing things move along fairly smoothly, actually, throughout Winnipeg. As you can see, this shot of Portage Avenue shows traffic moving along, but it's still early in that rush hour.
A former member of parliament from Manitoba is facing a litany of charges after Mounties allegedly found a huge number of firearms at his home. RCMP released these photos showing some of the 439 guns that were seized from the home in Dauphin last Tuesday. They also found an antique cannon, ammunition, and more than $300,000 in cash. Investigators say it will take several weeks to document all the evidence, but so far they believe 3 of the guns had been illegally trafficked. One had its serial number tampered with, and most were improperly stored.
So this investigation origins date back to March 23rd, 2026, when RCMP were notified that firearms charges had been laid in the United States against a 73-year-old Dauphin area male. This prompted a further RCMP investigation that resulted in more charges being laid against that individual. While executing a search warrant for that file, the RCMP found and seized firearms that were purchased by a second suspect and never lawfully transferred.
The second suspect, 78-year-old Inky Mark, was arrested and released from custody with conditions. Now, Mark was mayor of Dauphin before serving 13 years as the MP for Dauphin Swan River. He's facing more than a dozen charges, including firearm trafficking, possession of a restricted or prohibited weapon, and unsafe storage. None of these charges have been tested in court. We're getting a new vision for a St. James area landmark with a nod to the past.
When we go back to the 1829, 1830, 1831, and we look at actually who Cuthbert Grant was, he was a community leader and he brought the people together. And that's exactly what we're doing again today.
The St. James Assiniboine Pioneer Association has unveiled its plan to rebuild and reimagine the Grant's old mill site. The historic replica structure has been closed for the past 2 years due to significant structural concerns. The 10-year plan for the park includes a refurbished mill, a Métis Veterans Memorial, an amphitheater, and festival space to showcase cultural and community programming. It will also have an interpretive center.
And with the interpretive building, it will be open 12 months out of the year. It will house some of the artifacts of the mill, as well as provide a space for community groups.
The center will also have a cafe and a market for local artisans. The price tag for the restoration has jumped to $850,000, which the association is actively working to fundraise and secure donations to cover. They hope to reopen the mill to the public in 2028. An unexpected end. Why Peter Nygaard's trial in Quebec did not go ahead as planned today. Another Chinese car manufacturer is looking at selling electric vehicles in Canada. BNN Bloomberg's Marella Fernandez has more.
Dongfeng is a state-owned car maker. It is in the process of certifying its cars in Canada. The company wants to bring 2 of its models to this country by next year. It is one of several Chinese companies trying to break into the market after the Prime Minister decided to allow up to 49,000 Chinese-made EVs to be sold here at a lower tariff rate. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar really hasn't changed. It's at 70.64 US. West Texas Intermediate up over $6 to 78.14. Western Canadian Select is down to 57.03, and the TSX lost 52 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Disgraced Canadian fashion mogul Peter Nygard has been found guilty of sexual assault and forcible confinement on charges related to incidents from the late 1990s. The now 84-year-old Nygard accepted a plea deal and did not present any evidence in his defense. The assault took place at the 84-year-old's Montreal penthouse between November of 1997 and November of 98. The Quebec case is separate from Peter Nygard's conviction in Ontario, where he was sentenced to 11 years in prison on sexual assault charges. He also faces similar charges in the United States. Lawyers will be back in court on October 2nd to present a joint recommendation for sentencing. A strike vote by WestJet flight attendants is set to wrap up tomorrow. Roughly 4,400 flight attendants could walk off the job or be locked out as early as August 2nd. Talks between CUPE, the union representing flight attendants, and the airline have been ongoing for more than 10 months. The main sticking point is pay, with flight attendants claiming they work an average of 35 unpaid hours every month. Meanwhile, Air Canada has reached a tentative agreement with the union representing 11,000 workers in technical operations, airports and cargo, and logistics. The agreement remains subject to ratification by the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers. ChatGPT has unveiled a suite of new artificial intelligence-powered tools as it faces a number of legal challenges.
I'm making a sweater for my grandson, but I don't want the needles to be too big. What do you think?
If you go up, it's going to get kind of baggy.
Although baggy is very popular now, don't you think?
It is.
I know, right?
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Today, we are announcing the all-new ChatGPT voice, powered by GPT Live 1, a full duplex conversational partner that is the most powerful voice model ever built.
The new tools include an updated voice-based chatbot, which the company says is now capable of having live conversations that are interrupted in the same way as regular human speech. Also unveiled was a new AI agent called ChatGPT Work. OpenAI says the software can connect to workplace apps and files to automate multi-step tasks more efficiently.
Just have all these ideas in my head. Just gotta get them out.
And do it, Michael.
Unwavering star power. How a biopic about the kind of pop, the king of pop, just hit a major milestone. Caleb Brock has your spotlight today, and in the words of Elle Woods, oh my God, you guys. I believe that is a very accurate interpretation of the way she says it. Is
Nailed
that
it.
correct?
I'm sure that's how she says it in court.
Exactly like that.
Well, who are we talking about? Elle Woods, Legally Blonde the musical, runs at Rainbow Stage, but it hasn't actually officially kicked off yet. It's, though, adding an additional show. Rehearsals officially started today, and the production team is still working hard at work refining the sets for the musical adaptation. Its artistic director, Carson Natras, says the show is already garnering a lot of attention from the community, and it's selling well. And for die-hard fans, it has everything you could hope to expect from Woods' dazzling pink world.
It's everything that you expect. So everything that you know and love about the film comes, and then it just brings in all that incredible joy that musical theater has. The music is incredible. The dancing is incredible. The sets are extraordinary. It's an enormous show that will not disappoint.
I'm assuming there's going to be more pink in person, John. Legally Blonde Band and snaps into action on August 13th. It was originally scheduled to end on the 30th, but an additional show is being added on September 13th to close things out. For ticket information, head to Rainbow Stage's website.
Yeah, that was an awful lot of yellow there. But,
some green.
Yeah. Well, from good news there to some sad news out of the entertainment world.
That's right, John. Actor Sam Neill has passed away.
Made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet.
Well, Neill, who was born in Northern Ireland, grew up in New Zealand. He was actually best known for his role, as you can see here, as Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park. In 2003, Neill revealed he had been diagnosed with cancer. However, at the time of his death, his family stated that he was cancer-free. They did not specify his cause of death. Neill was 78 years old.
That's a big loss. He'll definitely be missed. The Michael Jackson biopic has hit a major milestone.
Yeah, that's for sure, John. The film about the King of Pop has crossed the $1 billion mark at the global box office.
Just have all these ideas in my head. Just gotta get them out.
And do it, Michael. Not a little boy anymore.
This is actually the first biopic to reach that milestone. And according to Deadline, it's the first film by Lionsgate, the studio behind the film, to gross $1 billion.
I thought the Queen documentary film or biopic also earned roughly that amount of money as well, but I guess they beat it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm pretty sure that came close to $1 billion as well.
Gotcha. Well, we all love movie films.
They were all good, regardless of how much money they earned, for sure.
Well, your primetime lineup kicks off tonight with Quiz with the Balls at 7, then Catch American Ninja Warrior at 8. It's all right here tonight on CTV. And taking a look right now over downtown Winnipeg, actually things are looking pretty smooth again. We are seeing, though, or I should say feeling hot temperatures. It's currently 34 degrees the hottest it's been today, feeling more like 46 with that humidity and not much wind to cool us off.
Women's clothing provided by R.W. & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
It was a very hot day for folks, not just yesterday, but it is also today, actually feeling very similar. On Sunday, yesterday, temperatures actually reached a high of 35 degrees Celsius, but it felt more like 48, or if you're like most people, it felt like it was just too hot to be outside. Today, as folks head home, actually right now, it's a high of 35 degrees Celsius, which we are hitting right now, feeling more like 48 with the humidity. Temperatures are expected to drop, however, still quite hot. I'll move to the side here so we can get a really good picture of that heat map, just showing the extreme heat watches and advisories. So this area in orange, including here in Winnipeg, is because of the heat we experienced over the weekend. It is expected to end, I'm speaking specifically about the warning, tomorrow. However, we will still have very hot temperatures, including in the 30s or high 20s throughout the week. And for folks over to the north in that yellow area, including Barons River and Flin Flon, this is an advisory with temperatures actually expected to get a little hotter as the week goes on, reaching that 30 degrees Celsius mark with overnight lows around 18 degrees throughout the next few days. So again, make sure you are staying cool. There is a chance we could be seeing some rain, particularly across northern Manitoba, and a lower chance actually of a thunderstorm even here in Winnipeg overnight. Again, a lower chance, more likely we'll just be seeing a few clouds hanging around. What's more likely to get the rain is in northwestern Ontario. At the same time, though, we are going to be keeping an eye on another set of rain heading our way. So tomorrow, though, we are expecting mostly sunny with a few clouds pushing in the afternoon. afternoon for us. This, well, long stretch of clouds actually is going to be hanging around over the next day or so. But at the same time, there is a lower chance that this system here could bring with it some rain on Friday, actually. So hot, not a whole lot of relief from any heat with the potential for rain. But again, there is a chance tonight we could see some thunderstorms with temperatures reaching a low of 20 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow morning starts off, tomorrow's high will be at 29 degrees and getting to that temperature pretty quickly throughout the day with a mainly sunny sky. Looking at our long range forecast, we are going to be seeing, as mentioned, hot temperatures. I'm going to move to the side here so you can get a real idea of what that's going to be like. Tomorrow, high of 27 degrees. 28 is really around the average for the week, including on the weekend, but the weekend is expecting to be bright and sunny for us. Taking a look at our Sky Watch pick of the day. This first one is of a bear trying to cool down over in Pinawa. Thanks to her for sending this one in. And our next photo comes to us from here in Winnipeg in St. Vital of a beautiful butterfly, definitely finding a very colorful spot to rest. Thanks to Renee for sending this one in. You can send your weather photos to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Skywatch Weather Pick of the Day brought to you by Provivo, Winnipeg's first and only longevity medicine clinic. Redefining health, performance, and aesthetics. Provivo.com.
Thanks, Taylor. Many places these days, including CTV Winnipeg, pride themselves on being nut-free facilities. But not this one. More than 360 kilograms of peanut butter has been spread all over the floor of a museum in the Netherlands. Now, it's all being done in the name of art. It's a tribute to Dutch artist Wim T. Schippers, who died last month. Now, he first created the peanut butter floor in 1969. Part of his floor covering series, which also included floors covered with glass shards and salt. And in case you were wondering, that much peanut butter could make around 15,000 peanut butter sandwiches.
How much jam do we need for that?
Too much. And far be it from me to criticize someone's art, but I'm just going to go ahead and say I do not view this as art. I think it's a scam.
You're allergic to peanuts.
That's right. This is a scam, ladies and gentlemen, and I said it, you heard it here first. That artist has stolen money from those people.
That's commentary.
That's correct. And the following opinions were those of CTV and our parent company, Bell Media. Anyway, we will be back at 6 o'clock. Hope you can join us then.
Talk about walking on glass.